I'll be standing right here, and you tap on my shoulder.
Okay.
Then I turn around, you faceless, you react.
That's a long way back from George. Can I make a sound when I react to you?
You can. What kind of sound?
I don't know, but I just feel like
Yes!
you look freakish. I'd do something.
I do declare.
Let's see, yeah, not really a shriek or anything, but not like that. kind of maybe like a loss of breath or something, like the wind's been taken out of you. Yeah, kind of a gasp type
Or something.
Yeah, something like that. Play around with
The
it.
study of sound.
The Town Where Nobody Lives kind of started back when I rewatched Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, about kind of a married couple that bickers and argues all the time. And I thought putting those two characters in kind of a Stephen King-like world, the town lures them in, kind of this ominous figure. It lures them in and makes them see each other for what they truly are, and kind of confronts them and the couple's issues. Gripping the keys, can you do it more kind of down by your side?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so when he passes by the camera, can you stick your head out and look for him?
Yes.
And I think that'll add a little something extra to the shot.
Let's see. Yeah.
The cast for The Town Where Nobody Lives is just fantastic. We got Dwayne Jackson, who plays Richard, and we have Karen Clark, who plays Elizabeth, and they were phenomenal. They both read for the roles, and just immediately I knew that was Elizabeth and that was Richard. It was uncanny.
See? It won't start.
I think I'll go look for a
You
mechanic.
better go look for a mechanic.
They were all dressed in their costumes, and we had the 1966 Pontiac Bonneville there, and they both got inside, and they were both sitting, and I just looked at them, and I paused for a good 10-15 seconds. I was just thinking to myself, that's Richard, that's Elizabeth, and it was really magical to seeing something in your mind come to life almost exactly in front of you.
I'm sure we'll be back on the main highway in no time.
Oh, we better be.
The 1966 Pontiac Bonneville. My production designer, Mason Mobbs, his grandfather owned that car, and his grandfather was willing for us to use it. And it's a fantastic looking car.
It's a one-of-a-kind paint job. The gold top is the original, the white has been repainted.
The dedication from my crew is unbelievable. I've never worked with such a fine crew that got along so well together and that were so invested in the script. They would probably kill for me. That's how good they were.
Connie's from England. They don't lie in England.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
It's because you don't have to be nice in England.
Yeah, they don't lie in England. I'm pretty sure King James was like, yeah, we'll just let y'all do your thing.
So you're saying I'm not nice. Hey, give me a push.
Yup. She didn't even say please. Look at that.
I told you.
Commanded
Headshot.
Why don't you have one where she actually kind of, because she's been leaning out the window and looking, and maybe have that at the end. That's another way we could tie that other stuff together.
Director of photography, Jared Paul Beck. Probably the best cinematographer in the state. It was just an honor to have someone of that caliber, running my camera.
I like it. I mean, like, I am pleased with
Come on,
this.
what's it called?
Yeah.
It's really, it's nice.
It is nice.
And look, and the way that it's still lit, it's not
we slip
flat.
flipped around.
Okay. Kind of has a pull effect.
It does. Like that corner over there is dark.
Yeah.
The Town Where Nobody Lives it's so beautifully shot. There's some shots that actually make me tear up that they're so good looking. So it was nice having someone the quality of Mr. Beck on the film. Mason Mobbs, the production designer, he poured his heart and soul into this movie. He made it look so good. The sign right there, it's custom made. Took him who knows how long to kind of just get a sheet of metal and then take it and beat it up. He put his fist through it and whatnot. It's everything. He was very meticulous about everything, which is good. And every little detail he was always on top of, be it costumes or just little things like the sign, which you only see for a brief period of time in the movie as they pass it by, but still, it's very specific. Just the detail into it is just fantastic.
Mason, these candles are bitching.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you going to get a shot of him from there opening the door?
Yes. So.
And I looked. This is screwed in. I don't like it. But I'd have to have a long screwdriver to try to get it out of there. Nobody has a long Phillips head, do they?
We don't belong here.
Maybe we do belong here, Liz. Maybe this place was built for people like us.
The name of the town is Revelation. The town has two manifestations that it kind of creates, and one to confront the main female character, and one to confront the main male character. Richard stumbles into a bar that only has one patron in it. It's this young girl that's dressed almost very similarly to how his wife is dressed. And it's kind of the idea behind it was the fact that this is kind of a younger version of his wife, and, kind of making him realize what he has lost over the years, kind of rekindle his love and his passion for his wife. Because Richard, kind of a passive character, he's kind of grown accustomed to a certain way of life, and Elizabeth is the exact opposite. She wants more freedom and more just exuberance in her life, and Richard has kind of stopped providing that for her. So when Richard sees this young girl sitting in the bar all by herself, it sparks something inside of Richard, a little bit of emotion, a bit of passion. One of the manifestations of the town is kind of this faceless entity that it kind of drums up for Elizabeth. The special effects makeup on it was just fantastic. Story Marie, she did a great job. On set, I had to let Jared Beck take over as director for a good portion of the day, which was kind of irksome to me, to kind of just lose control of a set so the makeup could be kind of applied to me. I was inside the mask for a good 2 hours or so, and not being able to see or speak. So people had to. I was so helpless. It was awful. I could hear equipment kind of crashing in the background, and couldn't really do anything about it because I was blind and not even be able to say anything. Finally, when I took it off, it was such a relief. I'm glad that it was kind of a torturous putting the mask on was, and kind of glad I did it myself. I wouldn't want to put any other actor through that.
Hello? Is there anybody here?
The main location for the town where everybody lives was Augusta, Arkansas. Once we pulled down to that downtown in Augusta, I knew that this was the town. There was no doubt about it. We were supposed to have the streets blocked off, but the problem was that there were things happening around downtown that the city didn't know about, a couple of open houses and whatnot. So our barricades quickly shrank to where it was just kind of around the car and made just things impossible to deal with.
Did you ever find anyone?
Find anyone?
To fix the car.
No.
We have kind of this big fight scene between Richard and Elizabeth. We go through like 3 or 4 takes, and then down the road, there's this lady starting to walk towards us, and she's kind of ranting and raving. We really couldn't make heads or tails of it, so we just kind of continued on shooting. Then she finally gets to the set, and I guess she was confused or something. She actually thought the fight was real, and she was going to come to the rescue of Elizabeth. And then suddenly, she sees the cameras and whatnot, and she kind of wanders off. But it was It was an exciting moment to have someone kind of confrontational show up on set. I panicked. I froze. I didn't yell cut like I should have, but it was an interesting moment. So anyone that's writing a film that takes place in a small town or anything, I would go to Augusta, Arkansas. They like movies being made there, except for the crazy lady.
Talking about the crazy lady.
Not about Augusta. We're just using the beautiful downtown because it fits the scene.
But I wanted to watch it.
I'll be sure to send a DVD copy whenever it's finished. Yeah. So keep an eye out. Okay. See you.
I don't want them to think that we're suggesting that Augusta is a place where nobody lives.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Bye.